Hey guys, I'm Sagar Nilajkar. I'm ex-student of VDRIT, passed out in 2009 from mechanical engineering. I have also completed my MBA in operations from IMT Ghaziabad. I'm also proudly an entrepreneur. I have my own patented product and it's India's best-selling product currently. That's a good, fortunate thing for me. Well, the reason I'm here today is I thought some of my tips might help you to answer very typical questions you must have at this point of time. So, a lot of times when these fresh graduates approach me for some guidance, I have seen these two typical questions which even I used to have when I was at your age. So, the very first popular question is, where is the scope? And when I ask them back is, what do you think, where is the scope? So the answer is design. So let's talk a bit about that. And second question is, which tools should I learn, right? So when I say tools, and again the stereotype, the map is very clear in mind that it's either Creo, Proe, SolidWorks, Inventor, Unigraphics, CATIA, those sort of tools. Okay, so let's talk a bit about that. So guys, let's start with something like to understand. So I've been working with a corporate world from past more than 10 years now with some top brands, and I've seen these cycles through which the organizations work. Okay, so we'll understand the pattern. See, every industry, it either works with a product or a service. Okay, and service is a totally different guy. So what is service? I'll give an example. So let's say if HCL or Tech Mahindra, these sort of companies who are mainly into the software domain, this offer a job to mechanical engineer. So you must have a question like, what exactly we do there, right? So the answer is, these are called engineering services. So what these guys do, they provide a third-party design services to other OEMs. OEM stands for own equipment manufacturers. So the companies who have their own set of products, who manufacture their own set of products, so those companies seek design support from these companies which are into software, and these services are called engineering services. Okay, so this has been really popular in past decade because again the culture, because they are almost IT, so it's entirely the IT culture. But my recommendation would be, if there is a choice whether should I go for service or the product based company, I think this would be the winner, the product based company. The reason is, in the initial career, I think the learning what you get here in the product based companies are tremendously high compared to the service industries. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing, let's talk about the product related companies. So when we say products, every product, it goes through a complete life cycle, and it's called PLM, product life cycle management. Okay, and there are different functions into this product life cycle management, like design, manufacturing, quality, supply chain, and design is just one part of it. Okay, but the reason it is popular is, again, it's kind of a white collar job, you can say. So see, what we do in design, there is an idea, and using some sophisticated 3D tools like what I just mentioned, we convert those ideas into a virtual model, right? And then we also conduct some hand calculations, what we learn during our curriculum, in strength of materials or design of machines, kinematics, and all those sort of calculations, and we support those designs with those, right? And there is one subdomain, guys, here I just want to quickly bring that. So let's say if you have a design, if you have designed something which is quite complex in nature, and there is no possibility that you can support your design the hand calculations to validate that. In that case, there is something called analysis, FEA, finite element analysis. So we generally do that to validate these designs virtually. Okay, so that's another subfield of design. So if something like that excites you, I think that's another industry where you can also find your career. It's also good industry. And these industries typically nowadays they demand for MTech, and if that is something you strongly feel you should be in, I think you should go for MTech right away. Okay, so about the tool, see, tool is something like, as I said, it just to convert your idea into the physical, not physical, the virtual model, right? So any one tool, a basic knowledge of any one tool should be good in my opinion, right? So do not spend your entire energy to learning 2-3 different set of same type of tools, guys, because except these tools there are a lot of other things which needs your attention at this point of if you want to make your profile really strong. Okay, so another thing is, just do not underestimate the other functions like manufacturing, quality, supply chain, those sub functions which are in parallel to design. Okay, we most of the times we think about design, but see, the era of the perception that if you go for manufacturing you have to be on the machine and do something, no, that's absolutely a wrong perception. Nowadays it's all digital, guys. So even in manufacturing, you think of a 3D printing technology, it's a emerging future and you should know that technology. So try to find some courses to build that kind of knowledge with you, right? If you go for quality demands for a lot of knowledge from the Six Sigma or system engineering, those sort of processes. All right, so let's not get into very much detail, but these are some of the tips which might help you to gauge what's exactly going on and what exactly goes in the background, right? And last, so some of the generic tips here. I think this is the right time you should know what exactly you need, guys. So because it's a very fine balance between what you need and what is there in the market, and then you can bridge that gap. Okay, so there's something called SWOT analysis, SWOT, strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Just Google it, and this is the analysis you have to do at this point of time. You have to know what are your strengths, your weaknesses, so that you can play this game in a better way. All right, and last thing, guys, whatever you see on internet are just 15% of the jobs which are available in market. So if you want to go and target for a good job, you should have your network very strong. So go ahead, build that, contact your alumni, your seniors, your colleagues, whoever, and try to form that network. So with that, hopefully let's meet in a good webinar and we can talk in detail. Thank you. All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.